Teams can't go from having all their decisions made for them to making good decisions for themselves overnight.
Launching a team without carefully preparing it, abdication, can be destructive.
Dangers need to be clearly marked and the team carefully guided in its first decisions.
The team's journey from where they begin, formulating their core beliefs, to their goal, acting entirely by those principles, takes time. You can't simply decree maturity. It has to be earned in a series of well-planned and increasingly important steps.
Setting boundary conditions is an important management technique for empowering teams. Boundaries can mark off what decisions the team can or can't make at a given time. It can create a safe area to test decision-making skills and to develop team maturity.
Boundaries allow team members to concentrate on working all the way to the edge while lessening their anxiety about their new role.
Once the team has demonstrated maturity by succeeding within those boundaries, new boundaries can be set that take them a little further.
This gives the team a new, safe area to work and mature in. As the team's competency continues to grow, new boundary conditions are set. At each step, the team knows what it can and can't try.
Let's see how these boundaries can be set at different levels of team maturity.
The early success of a team has led to more and more orders for their product. In fact, they're being swamped with orders and are having difficulty keeping up.
The team's leader, Mike, is used to just stepping in and solving problems, but he also realizes that directly stepping in won't help the team members become mature and may even discourage them. He wants to show that he trusts the capability and integrity that they had already shown.
He sees the team is ready for a more active role and decides to get them involved in the process of hiring a new team member to help with the increased workload. He calls a team meeting to explain how they can solve the problem together through a process of progressive boundary conditions.
1. Clarify the big picture. Mike first discusses the disadvantages of the status quo and suggests a new model that will have the team taking responsibility for its budget and its headcount.
Mike is careful to keep the long-term goal in mind. Otherwise, some of the necessary steps to get to that goal may actually seem disempowering when taken out of context.
2. Describe the overall process. Mike then lays out each stage of the process, specifying the skills and abilities he thinks they will need at each point.
Mike explains how he will provide training and education. He asks what they think they will need from him at each stage.
3. Define roles. Mike makes clear what he can do and what he expects them to accomplish.
The team acknowledges their role and discusses what else they will need to learn.
4. Outline the steps. Mike sets up the transfer of responsibility as a 4-step process involving information, team involvement, planning, and ownership stages.
Let's take a closer look at those 4 stages.